So how should we prepare ourselves for the upcoming days, because all Bitcoin ETF application has been approved by SEC. Yes guys, Grayscale Bitcoin ETF just had its first pre-market trades on New York Stock Exchange, and Bloomberg predicts that around 4 billion in spot Bitcoin ETF inflows on the first day of trading. So is it going to happen? Will this boost the price of Bitcoin higher? Because right now after the spot Bitcoin ETF, investors are switching into Ethereum ETF. Yes guys, many investors are jumping from Bitcoin to Ethereum, and I have also shared this on my Twitter account. If you aren't following me there, then you might be missing onto something big, because if you look at this Ethereum Bitcoin chart, this is a symmetrical triangle here in a monthly frame guys, and in the past price action, whenever Ethereum Bitcoin has found support at this lower trend line, what has happened after that? You can see a massive move here to the upside, and that's why I shared this yesterday on my Twitter account so that no one misses this opportunity. I even shared this Ethereum USDT weekly chart where I pointed the price of Ethereum could easily get attracted around this $2,900 to $3,000 when we were around $2,420. Now we are already around 2,600 range, right? But guys, we still have plenty of room for this uptrend. So if you aren't following me on my Twitter account, then do it right now. It's CryptoAnup. Now what we are going to do, we are going to look at this Bitcoin dominance chart, because Bitcoin dominance is taking some hit after this massive move, after breaking out from this double bottom neckline, right? After continuing this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, now the dominance is getting hit, and it is also indicating us that maybe, right, investor might switch on to this part 2 all season chart. I mean, first it's Bitcoin in phase 1, phase 2 it's Ethereum, which might be happening right now. Then it's phase 3 where traders focus around the large gaps, and then the final phase, which is phase 4, also known as all season. So this part to all season might be happening right now. So I definitely want you guys to look at it, and if you want to copy this chart, simply go to my Twitter account. It's CryptoAnup. And now what I want you to do is to look at this rising trend line, because for Bitcoin, if you look at this BLX chart, this rising trend line in the past price action acted as an extremely important line of support, right? And even as a resistance. Yesterday, when the price of Bitcoin was hovering around this 44,000 range, I showed you that this is the rising trend line where we could be getting attracted before choosing our trend duration. So I'm sticking to my analysis. I mean, there is a very high probability of price testing this 50,000 properly before deciding the trend duration, because you can see guys, in the past price action, we have always found out that whenever the price of Bitcoin has shown this actual relief rally, we have not just only seen a price move around 0.5 Fibonacci line, but also a proper test above 0.618 Fibonacci line, which in our case sits around 48,000 range. We hit the target line, but I personally think after some range bound, there could be a proper move around 48 to 50,000 before deciding the actual trend duration. So what I'm expecting, once more liquidity gets injected in the market, right, you can see the spot Bitcoin ETF is definitely going to bring some institutional money. So this will definitely push the price higher in my opinion, because right now this is just a temporary retracement what we are witnessing in price action of Bitcoin. I mean, the price of Bitcoin is facing some resistance, which is very clear, because this upper trend line usually acts as resistance, but also indicates this resistance will be temporary and price is expected to see another impulsive move. Here, a very similar scenario. Price broke the upper trend line or the upper band, resulting in a very nice impulsive move. In our case, we have broken the upper trend line. I personally think we will see a move like this. Price getting attracted on this 50,000, a proper breakout around this area before choosing the trend duration. So I personally believe the price of Bitcoin after some range bound could show another move, because we know any sort of a pullback here in the medium short term, we have support from this ascending broadening wedge, which is actually a bearish continuation pattern. Even though this is a bearish continuation pattern, we have said any sort of a weakness, any sort of a retracement, you can see will be looked as a temporary retracement, because we have extremely important support line for Bitcoin. I mean, support from this lower trend line, support from this Williams alligator indicator, which is still bullish. I mean, green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom usually indicates uptrend, and at the same time we also have support from our CryptoAnup buy sell indicator. So any sort of a pullback, you can see these indicators are also going to act as additional support for Bitcoin, which is above 40,000 range. So any sort of a shakeout, please do not panic. And right now, even if we look at this in a smaller time frame, I mean, by using the CPI indicator, or let's hide the CPI indicator for now, simply looking at this price action here in an hourly time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin is breaking out from this descending broadening wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern. And if this scenario does plays out here in the medium short term, you can see where is the price of Bitcoin might be hitting around 49 to 50,000 range. Yes guys, this here will be looked as our price opportunity if the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term finds proper support over this upper trend line. And not just only that, we're also forming this inverted head and shoulder, which is another bullish continuation pattern. So even according to this inverted head and shoulder, right, once we find proper support over this neckline, what is expected, another bullish move here to the upside with price objective around 49-50,000. So this 49 to 50,000 will be looked as our upcoming target if we can flip this upper trend line into proper support. And not just only that, now let's add this CPI indicator, because according to the CPI indicator, you can see in that case we will be also testing the resistance from this monthly add to line, which sits around 48,600 range. So that's why it definitely makes a lot of sense if the price of Bitcoin finds support above this descending broadening wedge and also the neckline from this inverted head and shoulder, which could result in an impulsive move. And now, not just only that guys, we have said this could be the best case scenario for Bitcoin if things works out as expected. I mean, the price of Bitcoin in our case looks like following this Livermore pivotal point theory, where we could be heading towards the previous high. The point B is our previous high for Bitcoin, and this is where we could be getting attracted. This is the best case scenario. And even if we would see some shakeout like this on our way, I have been very clear, as long as we remain above 40,000 in the medium short term, nothing is going to bother us. I mean, that could still be looked as another continuation here, like this price following so-called a parabolic curve pattern. I mean, price of Bitcoin could be following this parabolic curve pattern, base 1, base 2, base 3, base 4, and the final move around this previous high before we choose an actual trend duration. So if the price of Bitcoin manages to find support above 48,000, right, 48,000 in the coming days, then the previous high will be my price target. Not just only 50,000, but even the previous high will be my next target. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. And guys, I just want to friendly remind you that Bybit 30,000 free bonus is still there if you sign up using this link, which is provided in the description down below. Or you can use this new campaign to make some money. I mean, Bybit 2.2 million USDT prize pool competition, which you can take part if you sign up using this link. And these links are all provided in the video description. And also, let's try to reach 1,000 likes in this video as well. So by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.